everybody. Hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, depending where you are. Cafe Enchanté, we're back. We're back, baby.
We missed her so much.
Missed her so much. Our ellipses queen, our tents changing, rondo, our rondos. But yeah, so we're doing more Cafe Enchanté today. Today's probably not going to be the finale. We're in an awkward spot where it's probably like too much for a finale, but also I don't know how much we'll have, but
we'll see.
We'll wait and see. Yeah, we'll just call it as we sees it. But welcome in Tomochi. Well, thank you for being first. I'm not refunding you the exercise thing. I don't do exercises on Tuesdays. Sorry for your 1 point. Welcome in Okay Guy for The Undertaker and Mon. Hi. So let's just go around the room, introduce ourselves. My name is Nur. I voice 2 Milk as well as handle most of the narration.
My name is Tenten Arcade and I voice Ignis Carbunculus, Karia, and Soaruaki, and Epilogi, who doesn't fucking appear in this goddamn route.
I'm Matcha of the Forest of Song, and I voice Carl Rindo, Veneer, or Vienna, and Dromi.
I can't believe we got the full title out of him.
Oh my god, like,
I know, right?
the official
Wow.
title.
Holy shit. God
I
damn.
gotta be saying it more often.
My name is Moji, and I will be voicing Il Fado de Rie, Akira Mikado, Kororo, and Titania.
And I'm Bravi, and I voice Miser, Canis, and Mikado's assistant.
I feel like tomorrow I should also introduce myself with the full title, Matcha. By the way.
I do think we'll be doing Goody Two Shoes.
Okay, goody two shoes. I'll make sure. Yeah, it's so good. I'm gonna bring up my full title. Like, hello, my name is Neurosis. I am the computer virus VTuber stuck in Windows 95.
I was just like, I hear Tenten. I'm like, does Matcha have a surname? I think Matcha goes by a title.
I have a full fucking introduction. Like,
Oh, you do? Lay it on us.
oh my god, it's Tenten Arcade. Oh god, fucking Jesus Christ. Tengu Shinsegumi, that's out of place and out of time.
Oh yeah, that is it.
That's the full thing.
If you didn't remember it, I was gonna be like, it was lost in time.
He lost his whole damn title in space and time. Damn.
Same, buddy, same.
Yeah, Moji Bro, do you have any full titles that you want to drop on us or no?
Frog.
Frog.
Sorg.
Nothing for Moji then?
Frogs.
Frog. Well,
No,
okay.
just nothing.
Alright.
Moji, the splash zone.
Just jack shit.
The
Splash
Zone. The official, like, Twitch's
shit.
only Splash Zone.
Yeah. I guess full title would be Matcha of the Forest of Song, proprietor of the Caustic Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because you it's very rare when I hear about the Costa Cup nowadays, Matcha.
I need to capitalize on the aesthetic.
Yeah.
I never do my chat screen though.
Ah, okay.
Sorry.
Why are you apologizing for not using your chat stream on my stream?
Because it's
Hello?
your stream.
We're talking about your stream.
What?
Anyway,
Explosion in the background.
let's just get started. A beautiful afternoon. Kyrie and the patrons of Enchanté are all gathered together at the cafe.
It's Rindo narrating.
Oh yeah, because it's green.
Oh wait, it probably is Rindo.
Hi there. It's been a while since we met like this.
Yeah.
I've
It's
been
Rindo.
using the rooms here as a recovery room of sorts. I come down to the ground floor. They're all staring at me in shock.
I'm shocked. Mr. Rindo, are you okay?
No. I guess. I can't say I feel perfect, but I can move around all right.
Well, I mean, you did make it down the stairs. Yeah.
Oh, I fell down.
Oh. Considering you nearly kicked the bucket, I'd say you're doing pretty damn well, hands you a steak.
Oh, right. And it's all because of our cute owner's loving care. Why did I make...
Are you into her?
No.
Best you don't push yourself. Yes, you do not look at all that well. May I suggest you go back to sleep?
That's a bit too much sleep for me to handle. I have to consider Shinjuku too, you know.
But neither of our possible suspects have made a move recently.
Just a thought, but there is a chance they're no longer at the GPM. Either they already got what they wanted, or they know you're alive after contacting Two Milk. So they could have just ran.
I see. The fact that their whereabouts are unknown isn't very reassuring. Miser must have noticed the look on my face. He tries to ease me with a smile.
Well, we will continue searching for them. If they're up to no good, we'll need to get a jump on them before they can take action. Not to mention, we have our dear friend Mr. Rindo, who will go after them if we stop searching. With his sister involved, there's no way to stop him, so we might as well help him out.
Miser.
Stop it, will you? We're not doing it for you. It's for our cute owner.
You got that right. Well, thanks. Miser's doing his best to cheer me up. He's trying to let me know that I can rely on the patrons here without being so upfront about it.
We'll have Kyrie help today by having him go for his medical checkup and doing our search then.
I'll be tagging along, but don't expect any miracles, pal. Sorry, I was looking at my Domino's tracker.
Oh. Now that you mention it, Domino's is on the way. You mind if I come along with you guys?
Get Domino's?
Yes.
Don't. It's actually out of the way.
Shut it! I'm getting delivery.
Stay put. It's our
getting-
job to get you delivery.
That
Yeah.
was relentless. But...
What are you going to say to your colleagues if they were to see you with Domino's and you didn't bring them any?
I would say that they're a Pizza Hut bunch.
Oh no!
I bet if they saw you, they'd nab you and turn you into a test subject for their latest experiment and take your free pizza.
Oh, no! Experiment? They wouldn't do that to me.
Yeah, they name you Experiment 626.
No! Ah!
You've been
Ohana.
one of... Yeah, that means family.
Yeah.
You've been one of them long enough to not even notice, but those guys are pretty damn shady.
The real Slim Shady.
Shady. Please stand up.
Stand
They
Okay,
try-
I'll stand up and go to the GPM.
If they... No, stay put, you dumbass. If they tried to do something to us, we just beat the shit out of them. You can't do that.
Oh, shit.
Hands you a steak.
Agnes came from Bastia.
I came.
The GPN sent the men there many times before. Which is why Ignis probably knows well enough not to trust the GPM as a whole.
I don't trust those guys.
Or trust their whole.
Okay.
Anyway, so your job today is to lay low and stay put here with our dear owner. You?
Heal?
Oh no.
Are you awake?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh
Heal!
no!
The GPM has gotten to our feathered friend here.
Oh no!
Hello, am I back?
Yes.
Ew.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Miser and I will continue with our search and investigations.
Please take care of Two Milk and Eel. Take a nap.
Yes.
You just sit tight, got it. I got some...
Oh my god.
It's cannon!
Got them what?
I got
some
some
what?
steak left in the fridge. So you just munch on that while you wait. Hands you a steak.
We munch on steak.
We'll contact you as soon as possible if we get any new information.
They all nod and look at me. I let out a chuckle, feeling bad and a bit embarrassed that they're all trying to take care of me. I hate that I've become the burden to them. But they're right. There really isn't much I can do right now. I can move around and the pain is somewhat subsided. But I still am not used to this body. I'm still trying to control my strength, and I'm so off balance that I've been having trouble climbing the stairs. The biggest problem is my appearance. I have to agree with them that it's best I don't expose myself to the public more ways than one. Roger that. I'll just stay put here. So, where is our dear owner?
Stone Milk is in the kitchen. Why?
Oh, I haven't seen her at all since yesterday. So, I was just a little worried.
Hey, Ignis, how many steaks did you want?
Hello?
Why are you
I
putting
need-
steaks in the milk?
Because I'm making a steak shake. Duh.
Oh no.
Yeah, how many do you want?
At least 10.
Okay.
Remember to debone it. I thought you said she was taking good care of you. Sounds like she's had enough of that.
Did you say something to her recently?
What? Not that I know of. What perfect time? What perfect timing. She suddenly peeks out from the kitchen.
We only have 5, Ignis.
Oh,
Two Milk is staring at me and
That
Ignis
sucks.
looks without a word to say about the shakes. She looks oddly tense. I'm not sure if I should say something. So I don't. But
Approach.
suddenly she comes storming out of the kitchen and comes right up to my face.
she
Mr.
came?
Mr. Rindo. Let's go out on a date.
Oh boy.
It's me now.
I can eat my dinner.
Congratulations. Let's go out on a date. Hearing my words, the regulars of Enchante all erupt into utter chaos. I hurriedly go back to my room and get myself prepared to step out. I know it's sudden, but Mr. Rindo asked me out on a date suddenly too, so this will make us even. To add, this is about as good a time as ever to ask him out, especially after hearing his heart-wrenching words. Ellipses. How did I come to this conclusion? Who knows? I'm outside with Mr. Rindo. Where at?
Ba, ba, ba. What the fuck? How many sprites does this dude have?
He actually has
boy.
a lot of sprites.
A theme park.
What the fuck?
Well, you know, most people go out to dates like on dates to places like these. You know, on second thought, I don't think we can go on any roller coasters because their hood would go off and then everyone would be like, "Oh my god, a Bleach character." So it's probably a bad idea.
But the whole society isn't even around these parts.
Oh my god,
Why
Bestie,
now?
you're so right.
Mind you, I am not the best person to be out with.
Mr.
Oh, shut
Rindo
up.
hasn't said anything to me on the way here, but now that he's here, he pulls the hood on Ignis' coat. He pulls the hood
Oh.
on Ignis' coat. He borrowed
Okay.
deeply over his head.
What? The fuck is the sentence?
He pulls the hood on Ignis' coat. He borrowed deeply over his head.
I'd like
That's
to buy a
horrendous. That is
I like-
horrible.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
Good luck.
I think I just had a stroke. I knew he wasn't gonna feel good outside, yet I forced him out here. At the very least, the people here are having a good time and being merry. None of the people seem to be paying any attention to us. Mr. Rindo, how about we hold hands?
What?
What? Here, like this. I reach my hand out to him, to which Mr. Rindo nods and does the same. Then his hand stops. His hand is oddly shaped and can be seen from under his glove. Holding hands with a non-human, he slowly draws his extended arm away from me, but... Let's go. I gently grab his hand. I lead Mr. Rindo to a number of rides and attractions that wouldn't drag his hood off. Instead of hiding and avoiding the customers here, we moved with everyone and enjoyed our time together. Soon enough, Mr. Rindo slowly starts talking as if he's feeling more like himself.
Sorry, one second.
Oh, he's baking cookies again.
Oh no!
God damn it.
It's been forever since I came to the theme park like this.
You came?
Yes.
Forever as in years?
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. The last I went was when I was in grade school, so roughly 30 years.
30 years? I wasn't even born then.
Well, let's just forget about that right now. Isn't that something?
We continue our conversation casually as we walk through the park. But then... let's be a young boy.
Come on! Let's go on that one!
I can do it.
It's Benjamin
Somebody
Button in
that
the
sounds
flesh.
older than me.
A young boy runs past us with his parents. That alone was enough to instill fear in Mr. Rindo's mind.
Oh, fucking
Fear?
children.
Fear?
God, no.
He's
Fear?
scared of children. Ellipses. A wave of guilt washes over me. Is Mr. Rindo going to have to live in fear like this every time he goes for a simple walk outside?
Oh, I get it. Okay, I understand now. Why fear?
I'm coming for your kneecap!
Oh, fuck.
We stroll through the theme park until the sun starts setting.
I
take
didn't mean the DDT to child. It just came naturally.
We take a seat on one of the benches after getting off on our last ride. It doesn't take long for a conversation to stop as time slowly passes by.
Time goes by.
So slowly, and soon the sun fully sets. The lights decorating the attraction slowly start to light up. Most of the people are walking around us are still enjoying themselves. As for us, all we're doing is staring at the fountain in front of us.
Oh, night already.
He lets out a sigh of relief. I look at Mr. Rindo, who is staring at the twinkling of the lights in the park. His eyes gleamed hope that he could hide his presence under the cover of darkness. Kingdom Hearts.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
I want to apologize to him. Seeing him like this is so painful that I'm willing to drop to the ground and cry to him in apology. He must have noticed what I'm thinking.
Oh, why ask me out on a date today?
Mr. Rindo calmly... What were you gonna say?
Because she likes you, dipshit.
Well, you see, I only date non-humans, so you finally met the criteria?
Didn't I specifically tell you that you probably shouldn't date non-humans?
I mean, you're the third one so far, buddy.
What?
Mr. Rindo calmly asked me from his side of the bench. I try my best to answer while trying to suppress my shaking voice. Well, it's because it was fun being with you last time. So I wanted to ask you out today as a way to show my thanks.
I see. I appreciate your sentiment. I'm glad you brought me here, after all. I doubt we'd be able to go out very often now that...
That's not true. I forced my words out. He tried to distance me with his words, so I stopped him from finishing his thought. I mustered the strength to stand and talk to him. Sure, things won't be the same as before, but we can still be together. We're here dating, aren't we? I'm happy I was able to spend my day with you, Mr. Rindo. And we can go out on dates whenever we want as long as you're alive. So.
I'll be right back.
So. Doesn't matter whether you're human, a non-human, or getting dominoes, Mr. Rindo. I wanted to say that boldly, but I don't have the courage to. My voice begins to weaken. After all, I was the one who turned Mr. Rindo into a non-human. I don't have the right to tell him anything. Ellipses.
Ellipses.
I bite my lip deeply amid the sparkling park lights. I know. I don't have the right to tell you that being a non-human doesn't matter when I'm the one that did this to you. But I can't think of anything I could say that would cheer you up. Don't cry. I'm not the one who should be crying here. It's Mr. Rindo. But I can't contain myself. My voice slowly blends with my sniffling. Steve. Steve.
I didn't ask to become a non-human. Bah!
I didn't ask to become a non-human. Bah! His voice resonates within my ears. My memory finally deals the final blow to my emotions. Sneef. Sneef. Ellipses. I'm so sorry, Mr. Rindo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I fall to my knees pathetically as tears roll down my cheeks.
Milk.
I'm the one who transformed you into what you are now. I was greedy and wanted you to live no matter the cost. But Mr. Rindo, I didn't want to turn you into a non-human.
I see now. You overheard me talking with Canis yesterday, didn't you? Which is why you asked me out so suddenly.
Ellipses. I nod in reply, to which Mr. Rindo crouches down and gently places his hand on my cheek.
Hey, Milk. What do you think makes humans and non-humans all different?
Huh? His eyes are calm. Mr. Rindo looks at me with his usual caring eyes. That's not the snake eater button, Soot.
I just said that there isn't much difference between humans and non-humans.
I recall Miser saying that to me before, too. I don't really think the differences between a human and non-human are so numerous. First of all, it's not like nature decided to determine who is a human and who is a non-human. Miser's words come to mind, but even so, Mr. Rindo is in front of me as a non-human. He's the one who's going through all the suffering now. Which is all the more reason why I can't agree with what Miser said. Even if I believe that to be true, the difference brings pain and agony to Mr. Rindo.
I shook my head when I heard that from Miser. Appearance, lifespan, everything is different. But now that I'm like this, I see what he meant.
We got pizzas here?
Oh shit. bring that shit up.
Yeah.
Put that pie on a table. I truly believe that there isn't much of a difference between humans and non-humans now.
Suddenly, the warmth of his lips are gently kissing me on my cheek. That's a weird way to say that.
What?
You gotta be worthy.
Like, technically it's not wrong, but it is. A kiss filled with kindness, a kiss filled with kindness, like the kind given to a young child.
Stop that, Milk.
Please stop.
Stop.
My motivations are the same as before. I don't want you to cry. I just want you to be happy. Then again, I guess I'm not really sure what's considered being normal or happy. Regardless, I can still kiss you like this and tell you my thoughts and feelings. Sure, there are some inconveniences now, but it's not like I can't do anything. So, well, if you don't mind how I am now, I'd like if you ask me out again.
Mr. Rindo holds my hand and slowly pulls me back up. Mr. Rindo looks at me with his usual kind eyes that I like. My tears begin to flow again, seeing that he hasn't changed at all on the inside. Mr. Rindo, you're going to forgive me for what I did to you?
There's nothing for me to forgive. I thought I'd already said that. I would have been able to see you again had you not saved. I wouldn't have been able to see you again if you have not saved me. Fine.
Ellipses. Is what he's telling me true? I feel like Mr. Rindo is going to leave me as soon as I stop feeling guilty. I grab tightly onto his hand. I need something, anything that will keep him here. Something that would shackle him to me without him. What? What?
What?
What the fuck?
Below emotional manipulation? What is happening here?
Handcuff?
2 milk?
Girl, what?
What the fuck? If I ever look away, even for a moment, he may just. Girl?
I think she's just being very very metaphorical with it, like saying the
Yeah.
hand is like an anchor. 'Cause
Yeah.
Otherwise,
But
still, localization did that dirty.
I don't know with 2 milk.
Even if it's greed, what can I do to keep him with me? Couple tattoos.
There.
Couples
No.
tattoos. Oh, hi, I'm here. Like I said, you need to really get up close and personal with him and maybe consider couples tattoos, or else he'll just keep getting away.
Rindo, let's get a couple tattoo.
Throws
Miser's,
you.
I'm afraid I'm all inked up already.
oh, really? Miser's words crosses my mind.
Hands you womb tattoos.
Oh my.
Mr. Rindo, I have the perfect place for them too. Will you be my boyfriend and get couples tattoos?
My god.
I decided to get really up close and personal.
What? Where did that come from?
Shut up.
Well, I'm not sure where that came from either, to be honest. But it must have caught him off guard, as he looks absolutely flustered now.
that's great.
He's I'm. Mr. Rindo lets out a cough, then speaks to me as if he's still trying to process his thoughts.
True milk. You don't have to hold yourself responsible for turning me into a non-human.
I'm not saying that because I'm obligated to. Mr. Rindo looks a bit troubled hearing my words. It's as if he's trying to figure out a way to keep his distance from me. He's always like that. He never lets others get close to him despite being kind to everyone. I let his request for me to ask him out on a date again was just so that he could ease my guilt. And he's probably trying to put distance between us to let me enjoy a normal and happy life. Which is even more the reason why I'm holding onto Mr. Rindo's hand tighter than before. Oh, I was holding his hand. I didn't know that.
That's what she was talking about. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
might just fear I don't.
Yeah, it was embarrassing at first. He asked if we could be friends. He does his best for people.
Hey, it's me.
It sacrifices himself for others.
Does Rindo have the most CGs? Like,
I don't think so. I think most CGs is Miser. Well, I'm not sure, but I'm sure he has the most. He has a unique personality. He's an excellent cook.
He sounds like Sean Connery.
What are
He
you
makes
talking
my heart flutter. But I turned him into a non-human.
oh my god.
Uh-huh. I did something terrible. I stick bugged him. I turned him into a goddamn stick bug. I adore every moment I spend with him. I want to be with him, which is why I love you, Mr. Rindo. My words make sense to me. My feelings are honest and true. He's so kind. Yet, he's so lonely. I love you.
It's like a stick bug.
Doesn't matter if you're human or a stick bug. I love you because who you are, Mr. Rindo.
Well, that's good because I am not a stick bug. Not all non-humans are bugs.
I would love you if you were a worm.
Ah,
Mr. Rindo's body shivers and he looks away from me.
even so, I can't make you happy. I could bring harm to you without my knowing. The amount of time we may share together will be entirely different now. Who knows what else could happen with this body of mine?
His words trying to distance us. I don't want to hear it anymore. So.
You kissed him. Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah!
Consent, please.
Consent so hot and sexy, please.
Please, you gotta ask to Milk, Ellipses.
I mean, I'm willing, but that took me off guard too.
I cover his mouth. Okay, that's a way to say that you're kissing him.
Oh
to
my
Milk.
god.
I don't think you're completely covering my mouth. I kind of have the side thing going.
I
got
cover
the
his
Sonic
mouth.
side smile.
I cover his mouth with my lips. Okay, thank you for
Thanks for clarifying that too, Milk.
clarifying.
It's gonna be like I cover his mouth with my mouth and lips.
With my mouth lips. Forced an unsightly kiss. A kiss without a hint of What the fuck are you doing it for then?
What is happening right now?
Is there no romance here? Even so, this kiss is all I could muster and give to him now. What are you talking about?
What is the point here, Two Milk? What?
I am confused.
I love him no matter where he is. He's right here, lady.
He's standing here.
He's here.
You're at the park.
Even Speedwagon's afraid.
I will love him no matter what he is, okay? I will love him even if he isn't a human. Well, he isn't, so...
Wow, thanks for reminding me every 5 minutes, Two Milk. It's not like I can read your thoughts or anything.
My love will never change, even if he can read my thoughts. I know it's awkward, but my kiss is to help bind him to me. What does that mean?
Girl.
Oh, shit. Now I am your familiar. I didn't ask for this.
Get a heck on him. What?
What the fuck is going on right now? As my lips let him go, what? My lips are grabbing
Why
him.
would you say that? This writing is taking me out right now.
What happened? I'm so confused, Two Milk. Your inner thoughts have gone to jumbles. Have you been drinking tonight? Remember the DARE program, Two Milk.
No, my lips are letting you go. I'm letting you go for my lips. I noticed that both of us are blushing red. Ellipses.
Ellipses.
Silence overtakes the moment. Yeah, I'd be silent too. And then I decided to break the silence. Mr. Rindo, you mentioned that our time we have to spend together has changed. But that doesn't sound all that bad to me.
Oh,
I mean, think about it, our ages are pretty different.
yeah, you keep reminding me like every 5 minutes, girl.
Did you know?
You keep telling yourself that you're a child, and I keep having to reassure you. I checked, you're an adult, and you were an adult when I met you, and I never knew you as a kid. This is not grooming.
It just means that we can spend our time together that much longer now. It's not like we know how long we're gonna live for. There's always a chance either of us will live long lives, or either of us to die young. Like I say, don't try and put distance between us over something we don't know. Mind you, I am the owner of Honsho, so you know, my normal isn't normal anymore. I think I'm holding back my tears. I hope you can see my smile.
I was in the kitchen. What the fuck's happening?
I don't know.
We don't really know.
We don't know.
They got mushy with the writing, and by that I mean they writing with mashed potatoes.
The writing got so bad. He hesitantly and gently embraces me in his arms. Even though he's a non-human now, I
Line
can still
before you
hear
write
his
the romantic
heartbeat.
part.
What do you mean? He's half his body's still human, girl.
You act
It's
as
so-
if I'm like Cthulhu or something.
It's so soothing and warm. My tears flow out, blurring my vision. That whole scene took me out. Oh my god. We take our time
Wow.
as we return back to Enchante. Stepping inside, I expect to be swarmed by the patrons asking every question they could think of, but... Huh? Only you, Eel? To my surprise, Eel's the only one inside Enchante.
Welcome home. Back already.
Well, we didn't want to stay out for too long, so where is everyone? Investigating?
Eel simply shakes his head in response to Mr. Rindo's query.
No. Our investigations were done around 2 o'clock, so everyone's back already.
So, where is everyone?
Kyrie went home, but Miser and Canis dragged Ignis out to go buy a celebratory cake. I do love cake. I'm
Ellipses.
very excited.
Cake?
Oh, whoops. I guess Miser and the gang, already know what happened.
Huh? Wow.
Did you fucking text them on the way back?
If that's true, this is so embarrassing. They they know that I held him with my lips.
They
Out of
unlocked
no-
the place.
Out of nowhere, the door suddenly slams open. They're back. I turn around, not knowing how I should greet them, but
Shit. We got a problem.
No steak.
huh? Ignis and the others all ran inside with tension on their face.
What kind of problem?
Eel, search Shinjuku.
What?
Eel senses the urgency and immediately types the word onto his tablet.
Do we not have a TV?
He adds GPM to the search. The fact that the GPM is working in relation to non-humans isn't known. Miser once said that before things are best hidden in plain sight. So the headquarters itself is made public under the name of a certain corporation. And suddenly,
What?
huh? We all look into the tablet to find.
Oh.
Oh, an eerie shadow of a tower. A reddish black shadow has covered the GPM headquarters.
We must make it to Mordor.
Persona 3.
A towering building in Shinjuku has suddenly been coated in reddish black. The news the news immediately spreads through the internet. It is now on the front page of every news site. Seeing what happened, we jump into Mr. Rindo's car and head towards the GPM headquarters.
Like everybody?
Yeah, I guess.
How does this thing drive?
You press gas and go
Ah.
zoom.
Okay.
Ignis, did you remember the cake?
Did you,
Uh,
Ignis?
Wow.
No.
My strawberries!
Miser and the
Yeah.
rest left before us so they could act as reconnaissance for us. We've notified Kyrie via social network to stay home.
My tablet is in there. Can you check the GPM chat folder?
Okay. Following Mr. Rindo's orders, I quickly grab the tablet and set it on my lap. Mr. Rindo gives me instructions and a password to access the shared database. But it says we can't contact those inside and their whereabouts are unknown. The GPM branches within the area sent their crew but can't get in.
What about social media or news channels? Do I have any updates?
Let me see.
wait, no. If you check the news, it'll advance the story.
Oh no, wait. Public opinion's going down, Rindo.
Your
How could
opinion's
you?
gonna go down.
No! I
Where's
opened-
Gavin?
I opened the social media platform and searched for various keywords such as GPM and Shinjuku. There are some saying it's just a prank or some kind of art piece, and also somebody's like canceling the CEO on Twitter right now.
If only it was just a prank, besides that one part.
There are differing opinions, but with the police quarantine around the area, some think something big is happening. There are some posts saying that they saw people touch the shadow and immediately collapse. I guess with the quarantine, there aren't many reports about it now. No matter how much I search, I can't find anything on what happened. It seems like the building simply turned into that towering reddish-black tower in an instant. I checked the building pictures on news sites. The building is covered in a thick shadow. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. What is that shadow?
Oh. I saw that before. Of course! It wasn't that large when I saw it.
Huh? Wait, you mean...
That's my sister. Izu to Rindo doing. You're probably wondering how she got here.
Just as the internet rumors had it, police have closed off the area to the GPM. The police question us, but Mr. Rendo's status as the GPM allowed us to get through. Miser and Eel come down from the sky as we park and get out of the car in front of the GPM. So what? Miser, Eel!
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I read something interesting. Yes, it's quite something looking at this place from the sky.
Yes, this stuff reminds me of something that I may have seen in one of my animes at one point.
Oh, wow.
No, not right now.
The goo might make you do some interesting things, but
What?
so don't touch it.
Wait, what?
But this shadow must be very powerful. You never know what could happen. I couldn't sense anything beyond what the shadows covers, though. The shadow around the building is denser than the general area, too. Intriguing. I hate to admit it, but it seems like this shadow is slowly spreading.
Even though it's not spreading quickly, there's no telling how far it will actually spread.
This isn't good. We have to do something.
Mr. Rendo looks up at the GPM headquarters when...
Hey, we're all here, huh?
What matters now is how we plan our next move.
We have the Enchante regulars here with Ignis and Canis now joining us.
You know, it's not weird to assume Rindo's baby sis is in there somewhere. If so, there's gonna be a piece of cake. Oh, sorry, Il.
The cake!
I'm so sorry. We
Don't
never.
remind him.
Let's stop her.
If only... I can only hope it'll be that simple.
Won't know until we try, eh?
Ignis spins his arm around and steps forward. He steps into the shadow, but...
Yeah. Whoa! Shit.
The moment he stepped in, he immediately jumps back out.
What the hell? I felt my strength disappear the moment I stepped in.
I'm guessing the shadow must have absorbed some of your life force. Almost like what got me.
Hey! Why the hell didn't you tell us earlier? That's some important intel, you know.
Ah, well, sorry. I thought you could handle it with all the life force you got there.
Wow, are you sure it didn't last long?
Was a futile attempt.
Hey, knock that he didn't help look off your face. I got the kick. Oh.
It seems as though it has the same effect on me as well.
What the? Caddis! Stop touching it so casually. You're making me look bad.
Ignis goes on his rant against
God
everyone.
damn it! Oh my god!
We now look at each other
I
again.
can't believe
I didn't have to do much, Ignis.
Jesus Christ! Oh my god!
Oh, any actor effects for you too?
Oh my god, I can't even put steak in here.
He's wandered off.
Nothing at all. It doesn't seem to do anything as long as you're not in contact with it.
I concur. I do know that it holds enough power to potentially put our lives at risk. Which also means that if a human were to touch it, we'd have another situation like Rindo's.
Whoa! When Mr. Rindo was found, the only solutions were to defeat the source or to turn it into a non-human. Which means that those who are already affected can only be saved if we defeat Shizuku.
This is a pretty good JRPG party, if I do say so myself.
I look up at the reddish-black building. But if none of you are able to last while in contact with the shadow, then how will we get in?
If we simply needed the place destroyed, then it'd be as simple as me unleashing my power. Then again, considering those who may still be alive and those in the area, that's probably not a good call.
I ate the cake. Sorry. Help!
Ignis! No! I was looking forward to that. You're going to make him cry.
I wouldn't be surprised if... No, god damn it. My mouth is full, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if it took all of your power to level this place.
Well, how about we dig a hole and also find some emergency cake, because Neil is very upset right now. It is not possible to do if we all... It is not impossible to do if we all put our best efforts towards it.
That won't work. Whoever it is did a good job at having the shadow cover the whole building, including the ground.
Don't worry, I'll make some when we get home. I'll make some.
Really?
Damn it.
I will.
It's like
You're my
some puddle
favorite.
Oh. Everyone falls silent as we try to put our minds together and find a way in. That's probably our guy. Splash Zone.
Beautiful to see the Enchante crew all together like this.
Suddenly I hear Mikado's voice echoing throughout the area.
That voice. Mikado?
Everyone immediately puts their guard up hearing the voice.
Guard!
But Mikado is nowhere around.
Mikado! Damn it, where are you?
I'm inside the building, stupid. I'm relaying my voice using Suzuku's shadow right now. It's like a sound system, like you know what that is, though. Now then, I'd love to chat, my dudes, but I have things to do with my girlfriend. Can you please stay put?
Mr. Rindo takes a step forward, hearing Mr. Mikado's calm voice.
Got it.
Ah, Rindo. I'm so happy you're here. Tubek must have saved your life.
Kato, what are you planning to do with Shizuku? You caused all this and turned me into what I am now. What are you trying to accomplish?
Yes.
Silence prevails. Soon enough, a very calm voice resonates through the now tainted area.
Good question. Let me invite Rindo and Stu Milk here, so we can chat a bit.
Just us two?
Yes, I'd like the others to stay where they are. It's a pain if they start intervening without my consent.
With Mikado's voice, the piece of the shadow disappears as if to signal us inside.
I promise I won't hurt them. They are my good friends, after all.
Shut it! Like we believe a word from you.
Indeed, this must be a trap.
Everyone seems to be against this. Mr. Rindo suddenly looks up and speaks as if he can see Mr. Mikado.
Otto, can't it just be me?
Mr. Rindo? He isn't going there alone, is he? I want to tell him no, but Mr. Mikado stops me from saying anything.
Fortunately, no, Rindo. I want to talk to her as someone who's also has a loved one turned into a non-human.
Ellipses. Now that I think about it, our situations are similar. Mikado also said that he didn't want to lose his friend. I recall me meeting back at the park and made up my mind. I'll go with you.
Milk.
If we don't do something, the shadow thing is just gonna keep spreading. You're Mikado's friend, right? If so, I think we can trust Mikado.
Two milk. Promise me that you won't do anything brash besides, going in there in the first place.
It's fine. I promise.
Is it?
It's fine. I'm smart.
Oh. Good. Rindo, take care of her.
Don't. Yeah. Leave it to me.
I smile at everyone looking at me as Mr. Rindo takes my hand. We slowly head into the opening the shadow made, and our hands tightly holding one another's.
A shadow knows.
So much goop in here. There's no one in sight at the GPM. We slowly follow the path made by the shadow through the reddish-black painted interior. I don't see anyone.
Neither do I. It'd be great if no one was here when this happened.
Today's a weekday, and even during the night, I'm sure a lot of people were still working here. Mr. Rindo must know that.
Then
We
they're
can't-
dead.
Oh no. We carry out our way with a stern look on our faces, eyes open for any survivors.
I'm on the roof. Shizuku is here with me.
And all the slobber from the Schmikado fellas turning into goo.
Oh no. Mikado, you did this? We stop at our
Excuse me.
we stop at our steps hearing Mikado's voice.
Unfortunately, the elevator is shut down at the moment. Can you use the emergency stairs instead?
Mikado, do you know how tall this building is?
Yes,
Oh,
you could use the exercise.
We look at each other and nod and walk towards the door.
Yanner, did you exercise today?
I didn't. It's Tuesday.
Okay.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Oh, but
Tuesday.
it takes long using the stairs to get here, right? Damn. Why don't I tell you a story while I wait?
Oh, great.
A story about the truth behind Shizuku's transformation that Rindo doesn't know.
What?
Oh no!
Well- Europe?
Oh my god!
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm not interested in going up the corporate ladder, but it does give me the freedom to continue my experiments. Which is why I accepted the promotion, so that I could accelerate my research and turn Shizuku back to a human. Little did I know that the department I was reassigned to was hell on Earth.
Ain't that corporate America for you?
The GPM numbers 2 R&D department. The first thing I saw after coming here was a non-human on a rampage inside of a cell.
Ah!
Yeah.
Welcome to number 2 R&D, Akira Mikado!
Sure. That non-human is...
Ah, him! It's a type 3 non-human. He's agreed to help us with our experiment.
Agreed? That's not a word I would associate with uncommunicable type 2 non-humans.
Wasn't he type 3?
He was. His words sounded awkwardly vague, so I decided to probe him a bit further. So, where did this non-human come from? I'm surprised it has a face with predominant human properties.
Ha! I knew I could count on you for noticing, as expected from the talent of number 1 R&D. This non-human used to be a human.
That was easy. He said exactly what I suspected.
It's a human that took our greatest of inventions, the non-human transformer, metaplasia.
Do we want to look at the definition?
Metaplasia?
Plasia?
Metaplasia.
Non-human transformer. Metaplasia.
Metabot.
Metabots. A forbidden drug that simulates humans and changes to non-humans. Developed an absolute secret at the GPM.
A non-human transformer?
Oh, it's more than meets the eye. Why the surprised look? You personally hold on to a non-human with you at all times.
He looks at me with cold eyes, to which I instinctively pull closer into my arms.
We are here conducting research on how to evolve humans into non-humans.
Evolve into non-humans? But why?
This is something we must conduct for the sake of mankind's future. As you know, I think, almost all non-humans possess bodies that are stronger than humans. Imagine the value of bringing non-human traits to humans without any after effects. Fuck you, Adobe. Or deficiencies.
We need to get rid of that shit.
You mean only their strengths?
Yes, in a matter of speaking. For example, take their life force. Could you imagine how many diseases could be negated by their traits? Non-humans possess the power to potentially cure ailments that are otherwise considered terminal. And that's not all. If specific parts, called now, ShamWow, of the body can be transformed, humans could help in future disasters. What the fuck am I talking about? But there are a lot of ignorant protesters out there who fight for non-human rights. This led to dire results, like that fucker in Detroit. That he fought for so many non-humans. Because of them, our department, R&D. Do you want a dictionary?
Yeah. Number 2, R&D department. A section of the GPM whose existence was kept hidden by regular members. They perform various experiments and research that violate laws and morals.
I didn't expect this guy to talk so much. Dedicated to the future of humankind was turned into the enemy.
No. Sorry, I'm...
Pardon? What was that?
No, nothing. I'm just
No
reading the
wonder.
dictionary.
Uh-huh, sure. That would explain the disclaimer when I signed a promotion to keep all matters secret. I see. Quite a department indeed.
Yes, and thus the low head count. We've been looking for someone who would understand and join our mission. I'm very I'm very glad our deputy commissioner recommended you to us.
So he's the one who recommended me to be reassigned
Yes.
here. I'm not sure whether or not I should be happy hearing that.
We have pizza parties every Friday.
Okay, well, maybe I should be happy. So, non-humans, excuse me, the former humans here, where did they come from?
You will know soon enough. Most of them didn't have a choice, or they deserved their transformation.
I see. Like he said earlier, that means the non-humans were terminally ill, or are criminals. So GPM is a government institution. Sourcing from hospitals and prisons is easy.
Is it?
I suppose to use undisclosable means.
Unfortunately, despite our efforts, we have yet to create a non-human that retains their sanity in intelligence. Every one of them lost their sanity and went mad to the point where simple communication was impossible. It's the Joker, baby. Akira Mikado, you will support our efforts, yes? After all, you already have someone with you who has already turned into a non-human. We're gonna flashback in a flashback.
Whoa.
Oh no, okay.
Nope.
I don't have much of an argument against any of that. I'm a mad scientist who conducts strange experiments with a non-human crew, always by my side. That was the GPM big boss's perceived. To be honest, when I first heard the explanation, I was happy I no longer had to work in secrecy for Suzuki's cure. Even if the experiments were immoral, I didn't care as long as it could lead me to Suzuki's return. Which is why I was seen as the perfect candidate to work in the number 2 R&D department. But I found it. I found a top secret file immediately after joining the group. After listening to the boss's explanation, he took me on a tour around the area before leading me to their library where they kept their data. Well, despite all the self-praising, the facility itself isn't too difficult from the place where we were. Cool. I held my breath as soon as I began talking to Ku. I noticed her eyes were shining. They looked like the eyes of a beast, ready to hunt its prey. She didn't react much besides when it was time to dine, but... Ooh? I looked in the direction she was looking at to see a shelf of documents. I slowly head towards the shelf when I noticed that Ku starts to push a little. Just like the streaming platform. There's something here. I grabbed a file she's staring at. The file was labeled Non-Human Sample Record. Is this a file that has all the records of those that were turned into non-humans? Just like the title says? If so, it may offer a hint on how I can make her human again. I hurriedly look inside the file. And I find jack shit.
Oh.
Case dot 056. Subject GPM Finance G. Selected due to legal infractions. The video file 1102120056. Subject is a failure. Exterminated by Intelligence Division. Case .088. Subject Civilian B. Took a Type 3 into custody and was injured. The video file 1109230088. Subject is a failure. Rampaged with the Type 3. Exterminated with drug dosage. Case .092. Subject R&DR. Tried to expose number 2s in human practices. See video file 1208230092. Currently under Akira Mikado's care. Under strict surveillance. No particular results yet. What? Under surveillance? Wait. I toss the file to the side and run to a nearby computer. Video 1208230092. Where is it? I quickly search the files and find the video file. Video 1208230092. I play the video. It showed Shizuku captured and injected with a drug that slowly and painfully changed her into an unhuman. This can't be. Lies! Shizuku was in a cell? Shizuku cried her name out loud. She broke out of her cell and devoured a researcher whole. Her suffering captured in that video replays in my head. I thought Shinjuku's failed experiment was what led her to turn into a non-human. But I was wrong. Case .092. Subject R&DR. Tried to expose number 2's inhumane practices. Oh, Shizuku was turned into a non-human so she wouldn't expose their experiments? She wasn't the perpetrator at all. She was a victim. A burning rage fills my heart. Shizuku was taken from me. And not because of fate or an accident. She was taken from me because of pure and simple evil. Humans turned an innocent human into a non-human. Humans? They weren't humans. Humans are much worse than non-humans.
Oh, my
Whoa.
legs hurt so bad. Mr. Mikado finishes his cruel and hopeless story. We're shocked. We frown hearing it. With the story fresh in our minds, we arrive at the top of the building.
I'm glad you're both here. I'm sorry I couldn't clean this place up.
The winds swirl amid the towering buildings. There stood Mikado, exhausted and ready to fall. Also, Ten.
Ellipses.
There's a peculiar non-human that looks like some kind of solidified black liquid.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that was Shizuku.
Is that Shizuku?
Yeah. Sure. Fuck!
The one to fill your dark soul with light.
Light!
Mr. Mikado's doll, whose true form is in front of us. Mikado's lover transformed, all because of the number 2 R&D department. Mr. Rendo's younger sister.
Lip shades.
But her form is so peculiar that it's hard to imagine she was once a human. Her face and her form showed no signs of intelligence or emotion.
Rindo, I'm honestly relieved to see you retain your sanity as a non-human. I really wanted to save you, but I was scared that you may end up like the other subjects. I couldn't control the anxiety that it gave me.
Oh. That's right. He mentioned that all the subjects failed and went on a rampage, including Shizuku. Mikado nods to me as if he knew what was on my mind.
Your subject's body and brain are literally transformed during the process of turning into a non-human. Which means that their sanity is wiped. Which in turn allows their primal emotions to take precedence.
That means
That
strong
means
emotion,
Wrong emotion.
such as hatred, anger. Oh wait, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Apathy and despair are prioritized, right?
Wait, so that's why Shizuku and the subjects went on a rampage?
Correct. Rindo maintaining a semblance of his human form and his sanity means his sense of hope for survival was stronger than his fear of death.
Mikado shows an expression of joy and sorrow.
Moreover, I believe you're the reason why he's alive.
He lets out an eerie smile.
It's just a hunch. I understand my assumption lacks cognitive reasoning.
Then it... Oh, sorry.
Then again, I did my best to suppress the side effects of this drug. The metaplegia was modified with Shizuku's blood, so that must have also played a role among others.
Among Us.
Because Mikado's haughtiness and attitude as a researcher has disappeared. Instead, he looks like a completely different person as he gazes at Shizuku.
I must say, if that's your non-human form, then you siblings have shown quite a difference.
Say what you want. I'm here at the expense of my human form. I'll stop you no matter what.
How many sprites do you fucking have?
1 billion. The air stands still and fills with tension. It feels like the place will devolve into chaos with a slight move. Mikado smiles.
Stop me no matter what, eh? Are you sure about that? Listen to this. What if there was a way to change you and Shinjuku back into humans again?
What?
Huh? As if he expected our reactions, Mikado spreads his arms and gleefully begins to speak.
Shizuku is regaining her sanity slowly each time she absorbs someone's life force. She's actually in the process of turning back into a human again. Isn't that right, Shizuku?
Ellipses.
You hear that? She's not the Ku you remember that didn't respond at all. Shizuku has regained a portion of herself to the extent that she calls my name.
Mikado looks overjoyed up by his announcement. Horror, sorrow, suffering. Various emotions are flowing within me, making me sick. Mikado, you're...
Like I said, Rindo's non-human form is a result of taking this medicine that I modified with Shizuku's blood. So, Rindo and Shizuku are the same. There's a good chance that they can be human again by absorbing life forces from others. Will you deny and stop us after hearing what I've told you?
Mikado, why you?
Mr. Rindo repositions himself. He must have taken it negatively. Mikado looks sad and in pain, but...
Why won't you listen, Rindo? Shizuku can be human again, and by using this horrid organization who killed her to boot. She was a kind and brutally honest, very straightforward, and loved sweets. We can bring her back to who she was when we talk about our future.
Thank you for the care package, Salem.
The GPM killed her.
His hatred explodes. The shadow flowing from Shizuku's body begins to intensify. Oh, Thomas is here too. It's as if she and Thomas are responding to his hatred.
Why are you trying to stop me and Shizuku? They were the ones that killed her. They deserved what's coming to them.
Mr. Rindo bites down on his lip as though he's enduring a sharp pain from every word he hears. I can't begin to fathom what kind of visceral emotions they must be experiencing. But... Mikado... But I know them. He loved Shizuku. His voice is filled with kindness each time he spoke about her. Even if Shizuku can return back to her human form, how many more innocent lives do you need to make that happen? Her shadow continues to spread. It's enough proof that the people inside of the GPM weren't enough to satisfy her. Even if she came back to you as a human, Shizuku wouldn't like what...
Say no more. I know what you're trying to imply. I understand that her kindness will convince her that the means of her revival were not justified. Even so, I want her back. Just call it blind love.
The reddish-black shadow overflows the rooftop as it slowly increases.
I'll carry the sins with her. If Shizuku is going to suffer and regret what happens, I'll support her till the end.
Mikado, are you serious?
Well, you understand what I'm saying, right? You wanted Rindo to live, even if it meant that would forever weigh on your conscience. Please help us. Help us. Help yourself and Rindo. We can all return to happiness as normal humans together.
His words are sweet and highly intoxicating. My response is, Soot, are you still here? Soot, you redeemed that a long time ago in the stream. So
Did
do you
he?
have a choice? He did. He tried to he tried to fucking do make me sing Snake Eater. But if he's not, then we can leave it up to chance. But Soot did redeem it. We've been having a lot of fun, Salem. But are we gonna help or not help? Villain air possible. Yeah.
20. I also like that you.
Oh, well, Salem's grabbing it again. No help. Okay. By the way, this is the last choice of the route, so no more choices.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You're turning Mr. Rindo back into a human. We could go back to being happy together like it used to be. I wanted to be able to stand in daylight without fear. I want to walk around the theme park, lovingly holding his hand. I want to enjoy a wonderful meal at a gourmet bistro and stare into his eyes. Everything can be brought back. Ellipses. The offer is too sweet to refuse. But
Sorry, but I'm going to have to pass on that offer, Mikato.
That was
This-
our line.
is this Rindo who Rindo R-I Indo? I capitalized. Who turns his head away from the sweet allure.
That's Rindo with a capital R-I.
Oh, no,
Mr. Rindo is
lowercase.
smiling. The smile on his face is no different from before, even in his non-human form.
I'd love to turn back into a human again if that's possible. But ultimately, I can't accept your offer.
Why?
Shizuku isn't going to be happy if she turns back once she's learned of the number of deaths her revival cost. Mind you, it's not absolute that humans and non-humans can't get along to attain happiness.
I can say the exact opposite of what you said. In fact, your concept is much less likely to happen. What you're saying isn't new.
Sure, it's not new, and it's what normal people say, but I'm not going to subject myself of fearing the unknown.
Jesus.
All I ask is that you don't try and put distance between us over something we don't know. Mind you, I am the owner of Enchante, you know? My normal isn't normal anymore.
Don't underestimate what we call normal.
Mr. Rindo.
How foolish.
He must know that we won't fight.
Round 1.
Round 1. Fight. Mikado raises his arm to which Shizuku extends her shadow into a claw. Mr. Rindo uses his own claws to deflect the incoming shadow.
Harry!
Parry. Counter.
Slash.
Counter!
Mr. Rindo and Shizuku. Sparks fly with each attack. Yeah. The siblings strike each other, then jump back to create a space between them. Both have positioned themselves to protect the ones they love. Mr. Rindo covers me. Shizuku covers Mr. Mikado. There's no turning back at this point.
Persona!
It's begun. Unfortunately, we have no other option but to fight.
Rindo, use Thunderbolt!
I don't know that move.
Oh no!
But I have the option of stopping you two. I'll do it as your friend and her brother.
Oh.
Mr. Rindo positions himself with his non-human left side is facing towards them. A whisper. Shizuku lowers her head down as if bowing. Suddenly,
And uses divine.
the shadow morphs into multiple hands flying towards us.
Oh.
Mr. Rindo is cutting them apart so fast that I can only catch small glimpses of his moves. He's moving beyond the speed of mortals.
It's like a barrage!
Mr. Rindo jumps into the air after Shizuku rises into the air too fast for me to keep up with.
Maximum spider!
The beasts of Shadow's claws clash. A dull metallic sound resonates through the rooftop.
Unbelievable. You really are a pain, aren't you?
Dragon install.
Maybe it's because they're siblings. Or maybe it's because they both hold the powers of non-humans. Their fight seems like they're...
They're communicating with each other?
Mikado! I hear his voice amid the savage battle taking place in front of us.
Calm down. No need to be so alarmed. We're both powerless at this point. The best we can do is steer them on. Only one will survive, though. Will our persistence prevail? Or will your sense of hope win?
Mr. Rindo won't lose. He's the strongest Pokemon there is. My knees feel like jelly, but I need to force myself to be strong. I need to maintain my confidence and keep my eyes on Mr. Mikado. He looks at me and smiles.
Despite loving a non-human, what made us go separate ways? What makes the two of us different?
A simple question. An honest question. As I contemplate how I can respond. The battle is evenly matched until Mr. Rindo is knocked back to where I am. Mr. Rindo? I hurry to his side and lift him up. He isn't gravely injured, but I can see the pain in his face from blows he's taken.
I get where you're coming from, but Rindo, there's no way you can stop Shizuku. Shizuku is continually absorbing the life force of those cats in her shadow. He can fight as long as she wants. You know well enough that it's impossible for you to stop her now.
But Mikado's words are proven by how Shizuku hasn't sustained a single wound throughout the battle. On the contrary, her black shadow is pulsating like waves on shore as if gaining more power.
Rindo, just give up already. Shizuku doesn't want to kill you. If you can't accept what we'll do, then just turn around and run. You still have that option.
It's coming from the bottom of his heart. Mr. Mikado's eyes flashed a sense of sorrow and care. But
Have you finally lost it, Mikado? Do you really think I'd do that?
Mr. Rindo gets back up to his feet and repositions himself.
Ellipses.
Shizuku simply raises her huge shadow infused with claw high above her head.
Rindo, to milk. Farewell.
We won't survive this blow. The shadow comes straight down on us. Suddenly. An explosion appears in front of us from below, followed by a roar.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What?
Oh, hi.
Yeah, perfect. I told you I could do this, Canis.
I highly doubt blowing away a fourth of the roof is considered perfect.
Hole in one, Canis.
Look for yourself. If luck was not on your side, you would have blown Tumuk away.
Touchdown, Canis. Shut up, will ya? She's safe, alright?
Barely.
Canis? Ignis? Canis and Ignis jump out onto the roof.
How did you get here?
Well, you see, when a...
What?
Not that, Ignis.
I thought I thought Shizuku's shadow prevented the patrons from getting near here. Mikado and I are looking at them in astonishment, which Ignis smiles and points his finger down.
Yeah, we couldn't make it from the outside, but there was another way of getting here, on stakes.
What?
Indeed, we simply came here from the other world, stakes in turn.
Wait, Vicious Gate?
Yeah, we came here to stop you, while Miser and Il are taking care of the shadow outside. Or that damn fourth Chaos Emerald.
Ignis points outward. I look up to see the two far up in the sky. Maybe it's just me, but it looks like those two are waving at me.
Hi.
Hi.
It goes against my mantra of fighting fairly, but I will make an exception for this emergency.
Akira. Flexion.
Oh. Oh, don't worry. It's still fair since Shizuku is absorbing life forces of others.
Being so buff too.
Which means that the battle isn't over yet.
Answering Mr. Mikado's call, Shizuku roars and causes the air up around us to vibrate.
Still not over.
What a pain. Rindo, move aside. I'm gonna...
Ellipses. My vision goes completely black. It was so sudden I couldn't react at all. The shadow that was surrounding us has now turned into separate individual shadows that rushes at each of us. Before we knew it, we've been captured. The shadow felt weird. It felt like I was sinking in a blend of water and mud. I could breathe fine, but every bit of strength in me was starting to leave my body. It also seems to have affected the others. Everyone has lost their mobility.
I wanted to talk a bit longer, but now that they've joined us, I don't have much time. I need to face our Zero Demon King and Fallen Angel. I'll put your powers to good use.
I can hear Mikado's voice in the distance as my vision fades. Shizuku must be consuming us right now, or maybe she's embracing us in sympathy in an attempt to console us. Not that I can tell. My vision goes completely black. The sounds all begin to fade away. A shrill shriek awakens my conscious. My conscious. My conscious. Ugh. I fall to the floor and look back up to see Shizuku falling back with black liquid gushing out of her.
Benji and the ink machine.
Then I see Mr. Rindo with his claw covered in the same black liquid.
You're moving? But you came in contact with Shizuku's shadow. Why, Rindo?
Mikado, you know the answer better than anyone.
I see Candace and Ignis on the floor unable to move, and likely with no power left within them. But Mr. Rindo stands in front to protect everyone.
Shizuku's blood. So the transformation made you resistant to Shizuku's shadows.
Mr. Rindo turns to face Shizuku, who is teetering from her wound.
I'll end this.
Mikado warps his face in disgust hearing his decision.
Why? Why? Why aren't you giving up, Rindo? This is for Shizuku. We both want her back. So why aren't you giving up?
Mr. Rindo moves in one step at a time as Mikado continues screaming.
I won't give up. I will never give up.
He won't let you down either. Won't run
No.
around and desert you.
There are two good people here who are making bad choices in the worst way possible. One of them is beautiful, but kept her distance from others, or clinging on to those she loved. The other is an absolute genius who had his own quirks, but is good at heart. Both of them are precious to me, and there's no way I can lose either of them. I wanted to spend a normal life filled with laughter with my little sister and my friend. And you're telling me to give up?
The ground crumbles from his shout. His voice brings her to him.
Protect Akira. Lectures.
Shizuku.
The siblings are no longer human. They look at each other in silence.
Shizuku, let's finish this.
Such a calm voice. A voice that calls for the end. They put all their might into their blows. Countless shadows. Shadows of all shapes and sizes form and attack Mr. Rindo. They strike his legs, arms, and body.
Ah,
They
shit,
cut-
I'm done.
They cut, slice, and pierce with each shit. Little did we forget that he's like a billion years old.
What?
But Mr.
Just
Rindo-
out of pure defiance, I will keep myself going.
All right. Mr. Rindo strikes back and carves away at Shizuku's shadow-infused tentacles. The battle can't be stopped. 2 whole CGs this battle. They continue striking
Damn.
each other. The tentacles continue to grow endlessly, but the end had to be near. A thunderous roar. Mr. Rindo pierces Shizuku's body.
Ellipses with an exclamation point.
A blow that would kill any mortal in an instant. Shizuku's body begins to twitch violently, and then she slowly crumples to the floor. It's obvious that the wound inflicted is critical even to non-humans. There's no doubt who won.
Rindo wins.
Mr. Rindo drags himself up. He slowly walks towards Shizuku and looks down at her.
Again. Right where we left off 7 years ago.
Sorrow. Mr. Rindo's expression could only be described with that one word. He's a step away from striking range. A step away from the end. But before he can make that step, a silhouette quickly moved and stood in front of her. He spreads his arms out in defense.
Wait, Rindo.
Mikado.
You won, and we lost. We'll give up. We'll atone for what we've done. So, I know I'm asking for the world, but please don't kill Shizuku.
He falls to the ground and grovels, asking for forgiveness. Mikado pleads at the top of his voice. But
I can't do that, Mikado. Tumilk is inflicted with the same hex I was inflicted with from the shadow. You know there's only one way of lifting the hex. You two are precious and invaluable to me, but I'm no different from you. Mikado, there's someone I need to protect with my life.
Mr. Rindo slowly extends his arm to Shizuku. Just before the claw touches her twitching body, Shizuku roars.
Ow.
Rindo?
I did it, but I
Oh,
think
okay.
it was during.
Yeah. Surprised that she could still move, Mr. Rindo makes his move to decapitate her head when...
Shizuku, it's okay, Shizuku. It's over.
Mr. Rindo halts, seeing Mr. Mikado embrace Shizuku, then without warning, a dull sound resonates through the area. Shizuku's claw pierces Mr. Mikado's body.
Mikado!
He lunges forward to help his friend. But Mikado simply smiles and raises his hand.
It's fine. Shizuku. She can't do anything now.
And just like that, Shizuku's body slowly starts to limp and crumble away, as if her body was falling apart like loose sand. Mikado looks at the wound in his abdomen and snickers before falling to his knees.
Mikado!
Why the long face? You don't have to kill me yourself now. I take that back. I don't want you to kill your friend.
Blood spills out from his body. Mikado smiles.
It's okay. My body was on its way out anyway. Shizuku's experiments required samples. I used my body for the experiments. Most of my insides don't function anymore. I even accelerated my own aging process. So, regardless of what happens, my days were numbered. So, it's okay.
Mr. Mikado slowly crumples. He falls onto what remains of Shizuku.
Oh.
I was bound by my own weaknesses. To turn Shizuku's body back into a human.
Blood spills out of his mouth.
I always knew that she needed to be human for us to be happy again.
He musters what little strength he has left to take something out of his pocket.
If I wanted to be with her, there was another way of doing it. A way that wouldn't cause problems for others.
Mikado's hand is something I'm very familiar with. It's the medicine I gave to Mr. Rindo.
Shizuku? Shizuku? Can you hear me?
Mikado gently speaks. He calls his lover's name as she slowly crumples away. He calls her as if he was admitting his love to an inanimate object.
If I can't make you human again, then I'll just follow you. I should have done it much earlier. I could have saved you from your suffering.
And with that, Mr. Mikado swallows the Metaplaza. But he won't change it to a non-human now that he's on the verge of death. Mikado must have swallowed the medicine to show his fate was in his own hands. Even if it was to gain peace of mind.
Now, we'll be together forever, Shizuku.
Mikado lets out a warm and gentle breath before taking his final breath. Shizuku? A very long whisper could be heard.
Together, apes strong.
Ellipses. Mr. Rindo watches the life leaving their bodies. They were in love with each other. The end of a human and a non-human. They lived lives that we ourselves could have lived. A sad and tragic fate that could have befallen upon us. Alright.
What?
Time for the epilogue if they're out.
Yeah.
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 What?
Well,
Yeah. That's how the route ends. This is the epilogue now.
What?
bruh.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it ended where you wanted it to. We took care of the threat
Took care of
to
it.
humanity.
Yeah. The sky above Enchante is clear and blue.
These birds are the birds that are in Ace Attorney. I can recognize them.
What the hell, Matcha?
Seeing. I'm pouring coffee as I hum my favorite tune.
Finally, things are starting to settle down. I'm used to seeing the GPM clean up after some mess we create, but I would never have thought I'd see the day where we're the ones cleaning up after the GPM.
I must say, I'm not tired. But spending most of this month flying all over has taken me away from my Otome games.
No.
Which was the best thing that could have happened to you. May as well quit your games for good. Wait, no, hold on. We need these two
I could never!
Ignis, you can't say things like that. He's sensitive. I say let him be. After all, Miser and Il should be credited for what they did.
It's because of the cake.
What? With that said, was the residual mess from the Hex cleaned and removed from the area?
Hex girls.
I'm going to ignore Ignis right now. Yes, absolutely. To be honest, whatever was left was weak enough that it would have faded away itself.
Corporal is squeaking with a smile as the regulars carry on with their usual discussions. Miser turns around in his seat and looks towards me.
And I assume things have settled down for you too.
Well, sort of.
Good to hear, but
All of a sudden, Miser starts to look visibly depressed.
sorry about Rindo. Indeed, an absolute tragedy.
I'm sure he didn't want to leave so early in his life.
I can do is pray for his soul to rest in peace.
Everyone closes their eyes in silence.
Oh.
So fucking stupid.
Can you guys, man, we're really used to this as the Otome game group to think that they actually were serious this time. Can you guys please stop treating me like I'm already dead?
It's like I can still hear his voice.
It's like I can still hand him steak.
Mr. Rindo appears with a frown on his face.
Unbelievable. Even you, Canis.
I apologize for that. So, how are things going with you, Rindo?
I can't say I fully recovered or anything, but guess everything's going fine. Honestly, life isn't as bad as I thought. Not to mention, I have a cute owner all by my side all day.
You're a bottom?
Oh my.
Oh, I didn't need to know that piece of information.
Mr. Rindo walks over to the counter and stands right next to me. Then gently holds my shoulder and pulls me towards him. Mr. Rindo!
What a cute couple. Why, you're so cute that this Demon King might just burn Rindo to a crisp.
What, Miser?
What?
Huh?
What?
Come now. As someone who lives for love, they look quite wonderful together, even though their age difference is quite concerning.
I know, right?
I don't give a damn how they look as long as the food is good.
Wait, isn't Candace like a billion years old too?
Yes.
Oh, were you not the one who suggested buying them a celebratory gift?
I ate the cake.
Again?
No!
Why? Can't keep that mouth shut, can you?
Mr. Rindo smiles, seeing the usual patrons go at it as he begins to help me with the chores. Ellipses. After the tragedy had ended, Mr. Rindo began helping me with the chores here at Enchante. Another free employee. Free labor, baby.
What do you fucking mean we have this?
Mr. Mikado and Shizuku. Mr. Rindo lost those who were precious to him. Then a month passed.
Okay.
With the death of those two, and the help of Miser and the gang, the shadow that shrouded the GPM had vanished for good. It seems like the Hex girls have disappeared completely without a trace left behind. Also, being that the GPM couldn't recover their operations immediately, Mr. Rindo, Miser, and the gang searched the building and infiltrated the number 2 R&D department. There they located research data and materials that caused the tragedy. They incinerated everything with no remorse. In doing this, we prevented the existence of the number 2 R&D department from ever being exposed to the public. This was the best chance we had at destroying any information that could potentially cause more tragedies.
Tragedy!
Unfortunately, those who were consumed by Shizuku went missing, and to this day have not been found.
What?
Yeah, a lot of people
Just a little
died.
side note there.
Damn.
Yeah, side note, a lot of people have canonically died. As for the survivors, those who had come into contact with the shadow and inflicted with the Hex girls were able to recover, albeit slowly.
Nom.
Many are unable to explain what had happened. I can only hope Mr. Rendo's younger sister and friend can now rest in peace.
Friend.
And so, the truth was twisted just a bit. Incident report. The Type 2 non-human Q lost control due to a probing done by researchers in number 2. As a result, Type 2 attacked members of the GPM. Suffering a fatal wound, Kaoru Rindo administers himself a prototype drug to turn into a non-human and save his life. Akira Mikado, who was in charge of the Type 2, assisted in stopping its rampage. Akira Mikado was able to stop Type 2's rampage in exchange for his life, putting an end to the incident. Mr. Rindo reported this to the authorities as what happened at the GPM. As for Mr. Rindo, there's no way he can work at the GPM in his new form, so he took a leave of absence and is focusing on his recovery. On the topic of turning back into a human, it really depends on Miser and the gang, along with the findings of numerous research organizations. So instead of worrying and thinking about plans for the future, he's just here with me every day to help run Cafe Enchante.
Yay.
Yay. I think about what's happened while attending to the customers. Before I know it, it's closing time.
Two milk, you poured the coffee on my lap.
You're welcome. That'll be $5.
Mine has so many grounds in it too, Milk.
It adds texture.
This one just has
brought my
beans.
cream.
That's the daily special is a cup of beans with milk in it. You're welcome.
It's like cereal, except bad.
It's good for you. Yum yum. The regulars have returned to their usual places. Mr. Rindo and I are the only ones left. Mr. Rindo, you've gotten pretty good at cleaning up the place.
I'm just using what I know from living alone. With that said, my arm isn't much help these days.
Ellipses.
Okay, enough of that look. I'm not saying it out of sarcasm. It's just the truth.
I'm not sure I believe you. You worry me all the time, you know. We casually chat with each other like this through the day until we come to an obvious discussion. Mr. Rindo, you haven't decided whether you're going back to the GPM or not, right?
Well, yeah. I get calls from them every day asking me to come back, but I'm not so sure it's a good idea for me to walk around in that building in this form.
I see. Mr. Rindo, I know it's odd of me to ask, but I just hope that you put yourself first and make the right call for your future, okay?
Amen. Well, how about you hire me here full time? My very own Shizuku blend seems to be pretty popular.
Heh. Mind you, your Mikado blend needs a little more work. Mr. Rindo created original coffee blends named after the two. As long as I'm the owner of Enchante, and as long as Mr. Rindo's memories don't fade away, the two will live here forever.
Oh, by the way, I think everyone's mentioned it by now, but it's been about a month, right?
Since what? I let out a bewildered look to his somewhat abrupt question.
I've been thinking a lot about a certain something for my future.
I love you. It doesn't matter if you're a human or not. I love you because of who you are, Mr. Rindo.
How many motherfucking flashbacks?
I didn't give you my reply back then because I wasn't sure of how to respond to it, but now... No, she...
Oh my god, he covered her mouth.
Oh my god, he's
this
grabbing her lips. Before I know it, I feel something warm on my lips.
Bruh.
Damn, bitch, you breaking her neck.
Mr. Rindo, my neck. After all that suffering anxiety over our differences as humans and non-humans.
And his age.
And his age. He finally made the move. He kisses me passionately as if he needs me. As if. He moves his lips away and gently smiles while I try to get my mind settled.
Mind you, this is just something for all that you said to me back then. Not that this is redemption. This is just my way of responding to all the heartfelt words you spoke at the time.
Ellipses. His words and action. I can feel my heart pounding.
Still not sure what to expect with this body of mine. There may be times I feel hopeless trying to navigate the future with you as a human and me as non-human. I may end up feeling a sense of regret when I think about how things would have been if I was still human. But
his face isn't fully human anymore. Even so, Mr. Rindo lets out the most gentle and kind smile I've ever seen from him.
despite how strong my anxieties are, my love for you will always be stronger. That won't change no matter what.
Mr. Rindo. Mr. Rindo continues after hearing my shaking voice.
There's no way I can guarantee you that I'll make you happy in my current state, but...
I mean, think about it. Our ages are pretty...
My...
Are you kidding me right now? For real?
Flashback to that! Which means we can spend our time together as much longer now. All I ask that you don't try and put distance between us over something we don't know. Mind you, I am the owner of Enchante, you know. My normal isn't normal anymore. I think I've said this line like 3 times this stream.
But I can promise you that I have faith in our future and the joys it will bring us. Will you still hold hands as you did before, even with how things are now?
Ellipses. Unbelievable. Is that even a question? You should have done this a lot sooner.
Oh, well, you look really angry. Sorry. Well, I, was scared that you would laugh and say no, so... I am a normal guy, you know?
Are you?
But now that I know how you feel, you wouldn't mind if I make another move again, would you?
This time it's consensual. Consent is king, everybody.
What the fuck?
We kiss because we want to. What? What were the
What?
other kisses then?
Look, 2 milk, please.
Excuse me?
What the
Not in the
hell?
epilogue, please.
I love you, Mr. Rindo. No matter what you do, no matter how you look, I love it because of who you are. My pure and true feelings for you.
Shut up, 2 milk.
I kiss for you
Holy
with all my
fuck.
heart.
God.
Jesus Christ, I love this game.
I can't believe we made it to the
Rub a
ending.
dub dub, thanks for the grub.
I can't believe we made it to the ending.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought there was another scene, but I guess I misremembered.
Wow.
Yeah, we finished Rindo's route. Isn't it happy?
Happy time.
Happy.
Be happy.
Happy. Happy, happy. Prologue 4. Which
Yeah.
we'll do when we start Eel's route. Well, I can't exit the scene, so I guess we'll just end it on this screen.
How? Why?
Why? Why are you letting me exit this screen, game? Okay. Well, we'll cover this on beginning of Eel's route, but that's it for Rindo's route of Cafe Enchanté. I am curious though, how of the CG count. I want to compare the CG count though.
Mm.
Do you want to
Yeah.
skip through this and then just, go look?
Sure.
All right.
How?
Sure.
Why? He was supposed to be
Whee!
between me and him.
Unis.
Oh my God,
Honest-
Markiplier?
Markiplier.
Honest Unis.
A new prologue is now unlocked. Okay.
Oh God.
I can't believe Markiplier's in this game. Wow.
Wow.
So famous.
We've had him on 2 of our streams.
Oh my god. What do I look at? Extras?
I think so.
That is Barry. Vent CG. Okay, so 24 for Canis. 31 for Ignis.
5 for
Damn.
ill.
I mean, we haven't unlocked everything. 35. Oh yeah, 35 for Eel. 31 for Ignis. 38.
Oh my god, dude!
Holy shit.
Dear God.
Keep in mind this does count variants though.
Yeah, I see that.
So let me look. So
No, he still has the most.
yeah, he still has the most because he has the extra at the end. Others is 11 and Miser is 43. And so
Jesus
Miser has
Christ.
the most.
Damn.
I was
Miser's
expecting
Goddamn.
that.
Oh,
Goddamn.
Like that.
Mhm.
Damn, Miser. But anyway, so that's it for Rindo's route. Next week is something that Tenten's been looking forward to for a very, very long time.
Whoa.
Vibrates excitedly.
Yeah. So next week we're going to be starting, because we do Otome games in between routes. So we are going to be doing a full run of Please Be Happy. Well, a full route of Please Be Happy.
Yeah.
As far as I know, I
Yahoo!
think it's safe to be off rails, right, Tenten?
Yeah.
Isn't there like a side quest or something that we have to be on rails for, or no?
Yes.
Okay. Well.
It is like 80% on rails. There is literally like 2 choices.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Anyway, so we'll be doing that starting next week. It's gonna be a rare time where I am actually not like handling the main character and narration. So Tenten, you get to learn the joys of broken voice. Are you excited?
I am the one narrating and voicing the main character next.
Holy shit. Wow.
Yeah.
What a turn of events now, I would say. Now, keep it up. You got this, Ten.
Yeah. So
Totally
Tenten's
good show.
gonna be the main character. So we'll be starting that next week. And yeah, it'll be good. It'll be cool. Let's see who we're gonna rate tonight. How'd you guys enjoy the Rindo route in comparison to the others?
I love
Uh,
It was. Yeah.
It was?
It was.
It got me.
It got you?
Mikado got me.
Yeah?
I Jesus Christ, man.
What do you mean, Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
Did you not enjoy the route that I tested the game with?
I did. It just kind of fell apart at the end with the writing.
I mean, that's every route here.
It was consensual. Don't worry.
It was consensual.
Oh my god.
I do appreciate how each of the epilogues are vastly different because like Candace's was a wedding. Candace's was a wedding.
Yeah.
Like a very pure, sweet wedding. Ignis was like something else.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, we kind
It
of.
was soft core.
It was very soft core. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Everything was an innuendo. They're fucking. They're fucking.
100%.
Yeah, and then Rindo.
And then we get this.
And then Rindo, they were like setting the writing aside, they were just becoming like girlfriend boyfriend at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just entering a relationship.
I
at
was
that.
like, it's a coffee shop AU.
Basically.
Yeah, actually.
Literally.
Ooh. So, like scrolling. There's a lot of people online right now, so I'm like scrolling through everybody. We're
Eeny, miny, mo.
gonna be reading Errol because he's doing crowd control Super Mario Sunshine. So if you pay money, you can fuck them. We always like fucking with people. So yeah, let me cue it up. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Everyone say bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.